Hello, my name is Steve Scardino, and I am a partner with Gordon Edelstein, otherwise known as GEC Law. Today, I'd like to talk to you about something extremely important, which is advanced disability pension pay. It's known as Labor Code Section 4850.3 and 4850.4 pay. Here's what happens. Say you get injured on the job. You end up with a permanent restriction, and the employer cannot accommodate you. You have the right to apply for your public employment retirement system. That can be CalPERS. That can be a county retirement system. And the requirements are a little bit different for each one. The county retirement system tends to be a longer process, a little more involved, tends to involve a second opinion from the employer. But this is an important benefit. It's a bridge benefit to carry you through the day after the last payment of benefits, including sick time, 4850, could be any benefit that's payable. 4850.3 pay, as we call it, is payable until your retirement system starts paying you. If there's overlap, then you have to reimburse it, but that's a good problem to have. Bottom line is, usually in the CalPERS system, it takes about 3 or 4 months to get qualified. In the county system, that qualification period hovers around a year. It's much more involved and much more protracted, I guess you could say. But 4850.3 pay, and again, that code section cannot be read without its sister or companion labor code section, which is 4850.4. 4850.4 is the section that makes it mandatory that they pay if they cannot accommodate you and if you've applied for the retirement. There's some other details related to time frames, but the bottom line is once you apply for your retirement, you have about a couple months where the employer has to pay it. If they don't, there are remedies, including penalties and interest, and the procedural process for that would be for your attorney to file a declaration of readiness, get it to court, pursue the penalties and interest. That applies typically to the City of LA and the County of LA, who willfully do not pay advanced disability pension pay, which is pretty aggravating. In many cases, you can apply for a short-term or long-term disability policy, and if you ultimately win your disability retirement case, they may in fact pay you retroactive. Keep in mind, for city and county employees, it may be that if you receive donated pay, any pay, remember, the definition of qualification for disability or disability pension pay or pension pay would be after you stop receiving other benefits, and that can include partial pay too. So even that donated time could suspend that for a while and could cost you dearly on a retroactive claim for pension benefits. It's complex, but really what you need to know is that 4850.3 pay is a bridge benefit, and it can come in very handy. What does it pay? Good question. It pays half salary, tax-free, until your pension starts. So this is complicated, I realize that, but it's also an incredibly valuable benefit. If you have any further questions, do not hesitate to call the office, 213-739-7000, or www.geklaw.com.